If you want to have 1,000 subscribers, when you have 1,000 subscribers, you end up with just validation. I have 1,000 subscribers. What happens after you have 1,000 subscribers? What happens after your skin becomes smooth? Are you going to backslide? Or are you going to push ahead and keep maintaining that skin? What happens when your hair grows long? Will your hair get damaged and cut? Are you going to keep maintaining your hair care regimen? What happens after that? If you don't push yourself to know that this thing I'm doing is training me for a lifelong process, not just for results, then you will not be able to organize your life. What's up, my billion gang? It's Divine. I know this toilet is actually echoing because this is
12 o'clock in the midnight.
I promised myself that I'm going to shoot this video no matter what. I want to do my skincare routine. I've been doing a lot of things to try and get my life in order. I know that change is obvious by actions. You don't need to tell somebody that you have changed, and I know that you guys have noticed that I have changed a lot. And I'm going to tell you guys all the things I'm doing to organize my life. I work a 9 to 5, sometimes usually 9 to 8. And I'm trying to edit and stay active on social media to balance my spiritual life. I'm just trying to balance my hygiene. I'm just trying to balance every other aspect of my life. What I do first when I'm doing my skincare is to wash my hands first. When it comes to organizing your life, growing up or growing up or whatever you call it, people are always envious of the influencers that they see. And the thing is that those influencers that you are envying, those influencers that you want to be like, those influencers that your hair goals, your skin goals, your lifestyle goals, whatever goals they are to you, those influencers, they do what they are doing for a living. Like, they usually travel for a living. They travel to make money. They work out to make money. They treat their hair to make money. And if you are envying them and wishing your life is like them, you're never going to grow. That's the first thing I've learned, and I wanted to point that out. So the first part of organizing my life is your bed. Actually, let's call it your space, where you sleep, or your room, or your house, or where you stay. Once I have a very scattered environment, it's going to be hard for me to focus. So I like a very organized environment. Lately, my room has been very scattered. I only recently arranged my room. It has been a blessing to my mental health. I always use a white hanky because I don't have money to waste on cotton pads or cotton balls. So having a white napkin that I can always wash, spread in the sun. I only use this once. Like if I use this night, I'll get another one for the next morning, and like that. I'm going to make a separate video about skincare and how I'm trying to balance my skin on a budget. Your space. Organizing your life has to do with your space. If your surrounding is scattered, your mind is going to be scattered. If you have your books in place, your shoes are in place, your bag, that's where they are meant to be, your bed is laid. Your bed is your sleeping place, not where you're working. If you have everything in order, then your life is going to get organized. Like I don't even know how to explain this, but you will sleep better, you feel better, wake up better. But if everything is scattered, you don't even know where to get things from. Like you have to start searching, you have to start thinking. Like you're not even going to be settled. Like you can't even have a better routine if everything is scattered. Can you see the debt? Or you can't see the debt. First things first, if you want to organize your life, the first thing you need to do is to clean your space. Trust me, just do it. A lot of times we have goals, but just write down our goals and we don't put down the actions we're going to take in order to achieve those goals. The thing I'm going to try and stay productive and get my life organized is that writing out all the things I need to do, not even the goals, not even the end results. Like, okay, I want to have 1,000 subscribers or followers on IG, on YouTube, or whatever. I'm not writing out, I want to have 1,000 followers or subscribers. Writing out, I want to make at least 100 videos. I want to be able to edit at least 3 videos a week. I want to be able to script down 10 videos on this date. That's why this year my vision board is quite different from last year's vision board. This year, my vision board is more of text because it includes all the steps I'm taking than last year. Last year was more of graphics and the things I want to achieve, like I want to see in my life. Last year was about visualizing my goals. This year is about visualizing my actions. So that is the difference. That is what this lifestyle challenge is about. Visualizing the things I want to have done. So that is important in organizing your life. Write down the things you want to do that relates to your goals. And you know why this tip is so important? Like I said in the beginning of this video, if you want to have 1,000 subscribers, when you have 1,000 subscribers, you end up with just validation. I have 1,000 subscribers. What happens after you have 1,000 subscribers? What happens after your skin becomes smooth? Are you going to backslide? Or are you going to push ahead and keep maintaining that skin? What happens when your hair grows long? Will your hair get damaged and cut? Are you going to keep maintaining your hair care regimen? What happens after that? If you don't push yourself to know that this thing I'm doing is training me for a lifelong process, not just for results, then you will not be able to organize your life. When it comes to emotions, physical appearance, when it comes to your environment, your achievements, you don't need to organize yourself because you're just focusing on validation. Don't focus on validation, focus on the long-term process. Like, people will not accept you for that, and trust me, I always get hurt when people just take me as rubbish. But I'm not doing this for them. I'm doing this for the long-term process. And in long run, you'll be able to see how far you've come. That is the essence of prioritizing your actions over your goals. There are different ways that people prioritize their actions over their goals. Some people get accountability partners. I used to have an accountability partner when I was in university, but we don't reside the same place, and we fell out of touch. We're still close, but we fell out of touch. So right now, other things that you can use if you don't have an accountability partner or a mentor is to have a bullet journal. I already have a video about a bullet journal. Start your own bullet journal. Like, I have 2 videos about bullet journaling. Your bullet journal is you being your own accountability partner, because nobody can tell you to do something better than yourself. Like, nobody can convince you to do something better than yourself. Until you convince yourself that, why am I backsliding? Why am I retrogressing? You are tracking yourself by yourself. You can't validate yourself by yourself. Another thing that people use to put their actions over their goals is their vision board. I talked about my vision board. I'll try to link a video in the description box. Having those things, having those trackers, having a to-do list, having all those things to keep you in check. Oh, I've done this, I've achieved this step. What is the next step to become better? It's better than just the results. Oh, I want 1,000 subscribers. Oh, I want to grow my butt bigger at the gym. Oh, my skin to be smoother. Like, having to know the process that leads to those things, the processes that lead to those things, keeping at those processes will help your life get organized. Next thing you should do if you want to get your life together and glow up, which I am doing to grow up, get my life organized, and get and achieve my goals, to have routines. Like, if you check all these lifestyle influencers, productivity influencers, they're always talking about the power of morning routines. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of morning routines. I realized that the most important routines are your nighttime routines. Like, that's why now I don't joke with nighttime routines. Your day starts from the night. Like, literally, you start the day by 12 o'clock in the midnight.
오래 살고 봐야 돼. 오래 살고 봐야 돼.
How you treated yourself last time is going to affect your next day. This is basically my routine. When I wake up, I'll brush my teeth. So that's first step. After I brush my teeth, the next thing I'm going to do is to make my breakfast, then do my quiet time. So that's step 2. Breakfast and quiet time. This is my basic routine. Other things can happen, but this is the basic thing I must do. The next thing I'm going to do is to work out, then have my bath. That's the 3rd thing. When I'm having my bath, sometimes I might wash my clothes. Not every day, like every 2 to 3 days. That's my 3-step morning routine. Then I'll dress up and I'll go out. Like, and let me tell you my nighttime routine, because this is more important to me than my morning routine. I'm not the best at coming early, but I've actually improved. Like, I'm getting myself back on track. The workload I was doing was just too much, and I could not balance everything out because of my life was already scattered. So now organizing my life is making me get back on track. First thing I will do when I get home, of course, is to upload on social media because most of the time people are active on social media in the evening. The first line of my nighttime routine is to eat and social media. The second step of my nighttime routine is my skincare and the prep for the next day, like hygiene, what I'll need tomorrow, like if I need to clean the parlor, if I need to. Practically, my siblings are around, so they will even clean the house on my behalf. But it's only me and my mom. What I'm doing is that my skincare with cleaning the house. And the last step is to prepare for the next day. Sometimes I will add Bible reading or book reading. The clothes I'll wear the next day. My handbag, what's going to be my handbag for the next day. The shoes, I'm going to pack my hair, then go to sleep. Write my to-do list also for the next day because I might forget some things I plan to do. That happens to me a lot. So that tomorrow I'll just add something I need to do during the day. This is how important a routine is. You don't have to do so much. Just the way I have like 6 things to do, I've divided them into 3 things. So I know I'm doing 2 things at once. Like it's not multitasking, but it's now making it less burdensome. It's not going to look burdensome for me because just looks like 3 tasks. By the time I've achieved those things on my routine, I already feel like yes, I've conquered my day. Like I'm ready for the day. I'm going to be active today. A big shout out to Aisha for being the first person to comment on my last video. Thank you guys for commenting on my videos. Like I really appreciate you all. I'm so happy to like gist with everybody. Thank you Epic Zara for commenting on my video. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Divine. I really hope you enjoy it here. This is one of the most important, if not the most important. If you made it to the end of this video, please comment prioritize. This is a very important tip. Prioritize. The hardest thing for me to say, like personally, I don't know about anybody, the hardest thing for me to say is no. Like I am a workaholic. Like I took this trait from my mother. I work. Like I work a lot. Like when I'm not working,
어디 잃어버렸어요?
my brain is like, why am I not working? Like I feel guilty for not working. Like part of me, even though I know I can be very lazy, but it is actually part of me working. Like, I keep on compiling tasks upon tasks upon tasks. I don't know how to say no. Like that is a very bad habit, and I'm trying. That's what I'm working on. So far, so good in this lifestyle challenge. I'm working on saying no to things and prioritizing. When I look at my to-do list and I have 14 things on those lists, I have to look at which one is more important. Which one do I need to do today? Today, within the next 30 minutes, within the next 5 minutes, or which one can I slash off of the list? I am practically always prioritizing right now. Like I don't joke with prioritizing right now. When it comes to cost of living, how much I'm spending, time I'm spending on anything, like I'm not joking. Like I don't know how to explain to you, but don't joke with prioritizing your time and your money. Don't joke with those 2 commodities or resources, your time and money. Prioritize them wisely. Entering this influencer thing, what people pay you for is for your time. Prioritize. You don't have to read all your email list every day. You don't have to reply all your comments every day. Have a time. When you are giving out your time, you are lavishing your time, you will run bankrupt. You will not have time for yourself. You will become bankrupt of your time. I've learned that the hardest way. So now I'm prioritizing my time, my money, and I hope you also prioritize your time and your money. So make sure you drop prioritize. If you made this part of the video, it means that you're actually very serious with organizing your life, as I am. I'm turning 22 next month, guys. When I was in high school, I planned to get married at 23, and I'm turning 22 next month. Crazy. Like, anyway, I'm adulting, and I hope you're enjoying the process of adulting. If you're growing older, even if you're a teenager, I hope this video comes in handy with organizing your life, because organizing your life helps you on every aspect of your life, physically, spiritually, academically, financially, whatever other alleys you can think of. Follow me on Instagram if you're not following me on Instagram, on TikTok, on my second channel, and yeah, please like the video physically and not just emotionally. I hope to see you in this next video. If you haven't gotten your bullet journal already, make sure you check out my hair growth challenge in the description box.